All right, we're going live tonight, doing a live stream here. Hope everybody's doing well. And now the internet wants to act a little weird, but hopefully we can have no issues. And let's see who joins in here. Let me see. And the camera would stop shaking. That'd be nice. Hey, DJ, hope you're doing well. But I think I might fly solo for tonight. I'm not gonna try and do like a long hangout or whatever. Now I'm just gonna again fly solo here. I am doing well. I'm doing good. Just hanging around. I did buy some movies today, and I will show them a little bit later. But yeah, I got some Blu-rays today, and I'll make a post. Yeah, they're still in the car. I haven't got them out of the car yet. Stranger Boy, my preferred preferred version of Carrie. Well, I've only seen the original, so yeah. I mean, like I said, I've only seen the original film. I haven't seen the remake, but I would say I prefer the original. Hey, Scotty, hope you're doing well. And the every time I move, the camera wants to shake, so I don't think the camera is. Yeah, yeah. The internet's being a little bit funky here, so hopefully it's not gonna. Yeah, I don't know what the internet's doing here. Like the connections going in and out here, so we'll see what happens. I don't know why it's doing that crap. This is I'm gonna make it solo for tonight because that I'm not gonna like I don't want to go on for a long time here, and the internet's already like misbehaving. Like it's being weird tonight for some reason. So in fact, let me go ahead and I don't know why every time I type the camera wants to shake, but bear with me. Let me see if I can get this camera to stop shaking. That'd be nice. There we go. Maybe did that help a little bit? And can the internet stop being a bitch? Like I'm watching the signal, it's just going up and down, and I don't know why. So that's cool. Yeah, I had like we had hamburgers and uh, it was kind of like a hamburger bacon burger, but I just kind of left the buns out and I just ate plain ham. I can't even talk. I'm just so out of it. Hamburgers, and I just ate it by itself. Like with the bacon and stuff. Yeah, because I fixed it, so it's not shaking anymore. But the only thing that's shaking right now is the internet connection, and I don't know why it's being stupid. I don't know anything about this new movie. with Peter Dinklage and Anne Hathaway. Sounds like a film that I'm not going to watch. Neo Punk. Yeah, so I left a message in the chat for some reason. Like I said, the connection is just going in and out here. So it might be choppy. Again, I don't know what is going on. Yeah, the TV show never seen, but I do like the movies. Peter Dinklage hates the new Snow White. Yeah, I mean, look what this is what you get from the new Snow White. They're not dwarves; they're companions. And then you look at this new Willy Wonka movie where the Oompa Loompa is CGI. You can't have a little person because of Peter Dinklage. Peter Dinklage has put the little people out of work. So, yeah, I wonder, like, Warwick Davis, what does Warwick Davis think about all this? You know, he just did this Willow series. What does he think about this new Willy Wonka movie? Yeah, I mean, safe to say this new Snow White is going to suck. Yeah, exactly. I mean, she every time I go to my Twitter, she pops up on my Twitter, and then I'm glad that a lot of people are against her. Like a lot of people are speaking out against her. So I'm glad as far as that goes. But I don't know what's up her ass. I mean, but yeah, I whatever her name is, I don't care. Honestly, I got to go with Adam Sandler. Can you guys let me know how the connection is? Like, is the live stream being choppy here or lagging? Let me know if you can, if I'm coming in good, or if the live stream is lagging or whatever. Because my signal is going up and down here, and I don't know if I have to. I'll keep doing it. If the connection's good. Okay. Yeah, I would pay to see that match. Can we get Warwick Davis versus Peter Dinklage in a cage match? Like, I'm not watching the Willow series, but at least Warwick Davis knows, not to open his mouth. Peter Dinklage, because of what he said, has cost people jobs. Warwick Davis is cool in my book. Again, I'm not watching this Willow series, but at least Davis, you know, he's not opening his mouth. uh, I don't know. How can you do a Play-Doh movie in a Nerf movie? Like, I mean, I don't see that working. But Snow White, if it does make theaters, it's gonna bomb. It's gonna bomb real hard. So the new Willow series was taken off Disney Plus. I thought it was canceled. That's what I thought. I thought the show was canceled. Favorite movies from '07? I have to look. Um, I would say Live Free or Die Hard. Um, Live Free or Die Hard is definitely up there. Zodiac isn't bad. The Brave One isn't bad. Um, Ghost Rider, I like that. I don't know if I have any favorites. Shooter was good, but yeah. And I will not be watching that. Who cares about Blue Beetle? I'm not watching it. Is anybody excited for Blue Beetle? Anybody in the chat? Let me know. Is anybody excited for the 5 people that are watching? Does anybody look forward to Blue Beetle? If you do, that's fine. But oh, Rambo Raff would win. I mean, come on, Bully Maguire. Yeah, Toby Maguire would cry. Waterfall and tears. But I'm willing to bet that Blue Beetle is going to flop hard. I don't know if it's out yet. Is it out? I mean, that's how much of an impact Blue Beetle has made. If it's out, no one's seen it, no one's talked about it, and no one cares. What if Sean Penn directed a TMNT movie? It would be a very dark. I have just imagine if I know he didn't direct Mystic River, but if you put the turtles in that type of plot, can you imagine the drama? Can you imagine the story? Like, take out the characters of Mystic River and you put the Ninja Turtles in there. That's what you would get. It would be like a very gritty cop movie, where they're trying to figure out who killed the girl. And it was Casey Jones or some crap. It would be a very dark, gritty movie. I'm not watching Barbie, so I've heard how awful. I know Matt did a rant on it. Rambo Raff. I know he did a rant, which I still have to watch. Yeah, yeah. Turtles' lives matter. Well, I say that in a very like, I'm being sarcastic too because, that's that's how Sean Penn would do it. Sean Penn would make a, kind of a mystery, Mystic River type movie with those characters. Yeah, it would be like a very dark who done it movie. But for people that are watching it, am I still coming in all right? Because, like I said, the connection is just being a bit iffy. Probably more than iffy. Like the signal is just going in and out here. So, again, you guys can let me know if you're having some kind of lag or. Uh, I'm willing to bet Jackie Chan. I'll put my bet on Jackie Chan. Seagal would just. He'd rather find a buffet than fight Jackie Chan. Yeah, I'm not watching Barbie. It would have to be like a paid request. Okay. Yeah, so last night I just got done rewatching The Expendables, and tonight I'm gonna watch the second film here after the stream. Um, so what's left of the Stallone marathon is review the Expendables films, the Creed movies, and the Escape Plan movies. So yeah, that's gonna be rough. I mean, it was already rough, watching Spy Kids 3 and Grudge Match and Bullet to the Head and all that stuff. And then I'll be done with the Stallone marathon. Well, if she pays for it, like when I went to go see The Little Mermaid, that was a date. She paid for it. I paid for the meal. She paid for the ticket. So if they pay for it, hey, by all means, yeah, he would have a food fight. That's you know that's a goal now. Any fight is going to be a food fight. It would play April O'Neil in Sean Penn's TMNT movie. Now you got me thinking. Uh, I don't know why, but I thought about Katie Seagal, or not Seagal, Siegel, whatever her name is. You know what I'm talking about. Married with Children, or I don't know, maybe maybe Uma Thurman. Actually, she might not be a bad April O'Neil. The more I think about it, Uma Thurman, like back in the day, that was a one-time date. Rambo 5. Any positives about the movie? The last 10 minutes. I mean, the last 10 minutes where Rambo's he's in the tunnels and he's picking off people one by one. Like, for me, that's the best part of the film. Those are the best scenes of the film. Everything else, forget about it. Well, I haven't seen anything with our daughter, so yeah. I mean, I'm not really looking right now. Like I had Tinder for a little bit, but I kind of got rid of Tinder. Like I even shut down my account and all that stuff, and I'm just kind of um, going with the flow. Okay, so I've heard. Okay, Maya Hawk. Okay, I thought maybe I've heard that she's acting. The Riddick movies. I've seen them before, but it's been some years. I remember liking them, but I haven't seen them in a while to give you like a good opinion. American Psycho is a great movie. Tinder's not bad, but I just I needed a break from it. The whole swipe left, swipe right thing is just maybe I'll go back to it, but not right now. Uh, I would not want to see it, but you got me thinking of all these ideas. What if like Animal and Napoleon? I don't know, just stupid ideas. Where do you get these ideas, Alter? I have to ask, where do you get these ideas? A Muppets and Napoleon Dynamite crossover. Like, do you see like Fozzie hanging out with Uncle Rico. Yeah, give me like a Gonzo and Uncle Rico movie. I've never seen Sidekicks. Believe it or not, I've never seen the film. You know, I want to see it, but it's one of those Chuck Norris films that I've been meaning to watch, and I just haven't seen it yet. Like it's one of the few Chuck Norris films I haven't seen. Yeah, I've seen a lot of them. I think it's on Tubi. And by the way, there's also this other website that I just heard about. Uh, it's kind of like Tubi, but it's called Plex. This is the first time I've heard about it, but it's a free website where it's a lot of movies and TV shows. But yeah, if you haven't seen Plex, check it out. I mean, it's kind of like Tubi. I saw Matrix Resurrections today at like a pawn shop, and it was, if I had to guess, it was probably $1, and I didn't buy it. So, I mean, I've reviewed the Matrix movies before, but I'm not watching that. Mm. Yeah, it's called Plex TV. I'll put in the yeah, yeah. Speed is classic. Probably my favorite Keanu movie. The 21 Mortal Kombat is also on Tubi. It belongs on Tubi. Solar Babies, Stigmata, The Super. The Super's great. Stay Tuned's great. I haven't seen Dr. Giggles, and I haven't seen Dead Heat. The Meg? I don't know. Oh, shit, man. 21 Jump Street. Oh, that's cool. I've never seen the show. Yeah, sorry about that. Bruce Lee. I've never heard of that movie. I've never heard of Solar Babies. Timeline I've never seen. Never seen the movie. I think I got it somewhere. A Common Rider. That's a good cast. Solar Babies. Interesting. Directed by Alan Johnson. Can I recommend any good truck movies? I don't know. I mean, you know what? Why is it leaving me? Like, oh my gosh, the name of the movie's on the tip of my tongue. I hate when that happens. Duel. Duel. Go watch Duel. Great movie. Yeah, I don't know why, like, sometimes it's just, I don't know if it's age or just, when something that you want to say is on the tip of your tongue and you can't get it out. A killer snail movie. Be careful, alter ego. Tubi's going to pick up your ideas. That's going to be the next, Tubi movie. A killer snail movie. And Gary Busey's going to be in it. It's going to have Gary Busey or Eric Roberts. But yeah, Duel. If you haven't seen Duel, Kyle, I definitely recommend that. Yeah, I haven't seen Black Dog. Um, yeah, I haven't seen that one. I do have it on in my collection, and I think it's on Blu-ray. I believe. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But this weekend, I'm gonna try to. Well, for one, for Kevin, if he's watching, wherever Kevin is, I'm gonna review The Mask for him with Jim Carrey. That was a paid request. So, and that's the only one that I've got, for the month of August. So, yeah, I want to do that for Kevin this weekend and try to get more reviews out and wrap up the Stallone marathon here. Hey, Bobby, Barbie, I haven't seen, and I'm not going to watch. And I'm not going to watch Barbie unless someone wants to get serious and pay me. Now I'm playing, but I'm not going to watch it on my own. Dumping a barrel of acid, Woody Allen, pushed off a cliff, John Moore, and Jennifer Lawrence can be eaten by the rabbit, I guess. I don't. The whole Toe Maguire, Bully Maguire, it got old pretty quick. I've never seen Mad Money. Superhero fatigue. Yeah, it's a real thing. I mean, we're all tired of superhero movies, and I think it's starting to show. I think people are just fed up, and we're tired of the same old thing. How many superhero films can you make a year to the point where people are turning their backs on the comic book film genre and they're not making money? And you look at the way that they're being written, it's very insulting. Characters that are just badly written, and you throw in their agendas and all that stuff, and yeah, people are fed up. So superhero fatigue is real. I know one thing that I thought about doing here in this room is like paint the walls, because so most of this room is this color right here, which is like a grayish blue. But if I move the camera over there, yeah, look at that. That one corner is like dark blue. This was like a kid's room, and that TV on the corner, I think it works, but I haven't. It's been on that wall for a while, and I don't know why that corner or that portion of the wall is, a brighter blue. So I thought about, repainting this room here. We'll see what happens. Common Rider Dragon Knight. Okay. Yeah, I mean, as soon as I'm done with the Stallone marathon, I'll be more free up. Um, there's a lot of movies that I want to get to, and for October, I would love to do some horror stuff. And yeah, so now I'm kind of ready to get this Stallone marathon over. I mean, I'm having fun, but it's been going on since the beginning of this year. Hey, Jamie, we got Jamie. So, oh gosh, Slimer can eat alive Roman Polanski. The Ewoks can trap Seth Rogen, and Ron Perlman can have a flock of geese trample, I guess. Do I think Avatar ripped off? I can't even talk. Do you think Avatar ripped off Atlantis? I mean, yeah, I mean, I guess. I haven't seen that film in forever. I want to pick that film up if I could find it. I remember seeing that in a theater. I think back in whenever that came out, 2001 or 2. But yeah, that's a good, animated film. I've never seen Jumper, but it's cool to see John McKinnon here. I did get a couple of books. So the one book that I posted into my community post, that's just one out of 4 more that I've ordered. So I got a couple of more books that I'm going to show off here in a little bit, and I got 2 more coming. Yeah. So Jumper could have been good, but it feels unfinished. Yeah, I've never seen it. Maybe the only thing that I've maybe have seen is kind of like a scene here or there, but I've never watched the entire film. And I'm just not really big on Hayden Christensen. I'm just not, you know, the guy doesn't have a lot of range. Yet I've seen the Star Wars prequels. Picard would win. I'm not watching this new Ninja Turtles movie unless, you know, again, like the Barbie movie, somebody would have to pay. I'm not, I would have to go to the theater, which I'm not going to do for Barbie, or as a matter of fact, even Oppenheimer. Like, I was maybe a little bit curious to watch that, but the movie's like 3 hours. And I'm not watching Blue Beetle. Blue Beetle. I'm not watching that. Okay, I've heard about Shattered Glass. So, okay, you did. Okay, you saw Oppenheimer. But yeah, I mean, there's nothing out that I would want to see. And yeah, yeah. Is that your favorite overall? Because I would say my favorite Star Wars movie. I know everybody says this, but Empire Strikes Back. I would say that's my favorite. But Revenge of the Sith is the best of the prequels. The Phantom Menace has some good stuff going for it, but Attack of the Clones, yeah, that's Bobby. Come on, are you going to break into my to this house here? It's not mine. It's not my house. But come on, now why would you do that, Bobby? Now, if you brought Margot Robbie to my house or this house here, yeah, we maybe we'll talk. But I'm not going to watch Barbie. No, I'm not going to watch Barbie. Uh, yeah, Bobby. I think he just wants to torture me. I think deep down, Bobby wants me to go watch Barbie, and that's not going to happen. But no, not even Margot Robbie. I mean, I have no interest whatsoever, and I like Margot Robbie. Uh, have you seen Barbie, Gary? It just you kind of make me wonder from the comments. Oh, you have? Did you did you like it? I mean, yeah, Big Trouble in Little China is my favorite, one of my favorite movies. Got this poster in the back. Now, why would you go see that? I mean, if you look, if anybody, I mean, has made $1 billion, but for anybody that's seen Barbie, if you like it, that's fine. But I'm not watching it. Triple H can do a pedigree to Megan Fox. Drop 40 anvils on Stephen Collins. And you know what? You can drop 40 more anvils on Weinstein. Is Blue Beetle even out? Yeah, it's out. I guess a 6.9, or it's coming out tomorrow. Okay, so Blue Beetle's coming out tomorrow. Eh, the worst ever. Triple H. Triple H. I have to go with. I have to think about that one. I mean, Shockmaster and all that. Yeah, I'm not watching Blue Beetle. Like, I don't even mind the lead actor because he's in the Cobra Kai series. But I'm not watching the movie. Oh, well, the difference I would say between those two is Sausage Party. It knows what it is. Mutant Mayhem is, you know, a sodomization of the turtles. And I know that's a strong word to say, but I don't understand all the fresh reviews for this new Ninja Turtles. Like, Sausage Party is a raunchy film on purpose. It's a raunchy animated movie. Mutant Mayhem takes the turtle characters, and you got, from what I understand, jokes about puking, about milking. You got Michelangelo twerking, and yeah, I mean, you got those things that I mentioned. This is from what I've heard. This is what Matt has talked about because that's what I imagined with a Ninja Turtles movie. I don't understand it. Am I the crazy one here? Yeah, yeah. There's milking jokes and Mutant Mayhem, or there's like references about milking. I don't know the whole thing. Like, I haven't seen the film. This is what I've been told. This is what I've heard. It's stuff to do about milking and jokes about milking. Yeah, Michelangelo twerking. So if you like the characters, this is what you get. So, but it gets a 97% on Rotten Tomatoes, or 96%. What if they made it in 10 seconds flat? I don't think that's possible. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, they must have. I don't know what they watched. Yeah, I mean, well, I mean that's one of the arguments for this new one, is that finally they're teenagers. But even in the film, this is what I've heard too. Like they're trying to like take a guess of what Splinter's ass smells like. And yeah, this is a real thing. This is what I've heard. In fact, go watch Rambo Raff's rant on that. And yeah, my good friend Matt, he did a whole video about that and what they talked about. And yeah, the turtles, they talk about in the film how Splinter's ass, smells like Doritos and cheese. Yeah, I mean, this is what you get. I would lose my mind if I watched that. It's already bad enough this year that John Wick 4 is disappointing for me. And I would lose my mind. It's okay. Compared to Mutant Mayhem, the 2007 movie is like the first movie. Yeah, I mean, it's I never would have thought that they could go any worse. But it makes the 2014 movie, the Michael Bay produced movies, it makes them look like Shawshank Redemption. I mean, yeah, I would if I had to watch that, I would lose my ever loving mind. Um, no, I can't dance. Yeah, I want to get a new microphone too because this microphone, it's been good, but I would like to have like, a good mic again. Like this is a mic, that's reasonable for anybody out there that wants to, that are wondering about microphones. Yeah, this is kind of like the more economical microphone. But yeah, I've never seen Harsh Times. Dead Reckoning, okay. Thoughts on Wednesday? I've never seen the show. No Way Home, I don't remember anything about it. I saw it in the theater. But isn't that something though? Because nobody now is talking about that movie. I don't know if that would work. Christian Bale and James Roday. I don't see that working. But yeah, it's quite funny that No Way Home came out, and almost 2 years later, nobody's talking about that movie. Hey, Gabo, Alex, we got Alex in the chat. Hey, Kevin. And by the way, Kevin, I'm going to review The Mask this weekend, so be on the lookout for it. Hey, Rich, director screenwriter. Hope you're doing well. Rich is a great guy. I know he's the one of the unfortunate that had to witness Mutant Mayhem, and my apologies, sir. But Rich is a great guy up here. Yeah, exactly. I mean, at least the first Spider-Man I could watch. I mean, it's okay, but yeah, Spider-Man 2 was the best one. Yeah, I saw you on that stream with Matt, and yeah, I mean, I can't imagine. And I mean, it sounds rough. I just I was just explaining some of the stuff that I've heard about the movie, and references about puking and milking, and what Splinter's ass smells like. And yeah, this is what I wanted to see in a Turtles movie. If people say this is aimed for kids, I don't know. I think, did you bring like your daughter or something? And yeah, I mean it, and it's got like a 96% on Rotten Tomatoes. Can someone explain that? I don't know what film the critics saw that it has like a 96%. Now, unless Seth Rogen paid them in weed, but maybe they had to get high to watch it. And that's the fresh reviews. It's the result of critics that are high on Rogan's supply. And that's what I think. Yeah, I mean, who would have imagined, the turtles sinking this low? And, with all the praise, the positive reviews that Mutant Mayhem is getting, can you just imagine how bottom of the barrel the next one's going to be? Meg 2 was a decent watch. Yeah, I mean the 1990 film only has a 42%, but Mutant Mayhem is the best thing. I'd rather watch that. Yeah, I'd rather watch Ninja Turtles 3. It has issues, but at least the turtles are practical. They don't look the Yeah, they look ugly with their derpy looks and the moles, but at least it's practical and so much more. Yeah. Yeah, Turtles 3, it's a flawed movie, but it's better than the Bay movies, and it's better than Mutant Mayhem. I'd rather watch the next mutation, than watch Mutant Mayhem. Favorite part of this decade? From are you talking about from 2020 till now? Nothing. Yeah, I don't understand that either. Mortal Kombat 95 has a 47%. Yeah, and at least two Turtles 3 is a good soundtrack. Yeah, I mean, if, Mutant Mayhem, I was just talking about earlier. If I had to watch it, I would lose my mind because I love these characters. And this is a sodomization of the characters. And again, I know that's a strong thing to say, but again, I don't understand what are these critics talking about. Can someone explain to me? Unless these critics were paid in weed. Yeah, Tarzan Boy, great song. Yeah, Turtles 2 is underrated. Even I don't like Ninja Rap. It got overplayed, but Ninja Rap kicks the crap out of anything to come out of Mutant Mayhem. Kino can roundhouse kick Mutant Mayhem into the other universe, whatever. Kino alone is better than anything out of Mutant Mayhem. Yeah, exactly. The Michael Bay movies, in comparison with Mutant Mayhem, it makes the Michael Bay movies look like Predator or Back to the Future. I think we owe Michael Bay an apology. They're not that bad. Yeah, that would have been cool to see Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan in movies, like especially back in the 80s. That would have been cool. Okay, you saw the film. Did you like it or even Gran Turismo? I I'll wait. I'll wait. Tuh, it was an okay film. Yeah, I know Neil Blomkamp directed Gran Turismo, but even that, like, to me, nothing interesting about it. Like, I don't, just something about the trailers. But I'm thinking I might go on for another 30 minutes here. Yeah, I mean, they should have had better careers. Robin Shu or Shao. I don't know how you pronounce his last name, but yeah, why didn't he have a bigger career? Same for Jason Scott Lee. Like those guys should have gotten more of a shot. Oh, definitely. Yeah, the 1990 film is 30 times better than 100 times better to the second power. I haven't seen Rise. Mortal Kombat Annihilation was the catalyst for Robin's career. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it didn't certainly didn't help. I know he was in Death Race, and I think the sequels. I don't know. I think they made like two or three of them, but I wish that he would have gotten more of a career. Yeah, I'd rather watch the original all day. Yeah, I mean, compared to what came after, it definitely, I would say, nails the look of the characters. Like, I don't mind the animation. I think for me, the biggest issues that I have are like the villains and, the whole Ralph and Leo thing where, Leo gets on Ralph for being a vigilante, but Leo's pretty much a vigilante in the jungle. Like, I mean, I have issues with the film, but at least it respects the characters. I don't remember Michelangelo twerking in that movie. So give me the '07 film all day. If Arnold and James Cameron made another action movie for Arnold to star in and Cameron to write, produce, and direct, yeah, I would give it a chance because it's not Avatar 5 or 6. Yeah, I mean, I could have seen that. Like Robin Shou, he would have had a career like a Michael Jaw White or maybe a Scott Atkins or something, or a Van Damme. Indy 5, from what I've seen, that I've seen about 90% of it. And I haven't done a video on that yet, but it's a bad movie. Yeah, I mean, I I've seen The Flash, that I've seen Indy 5. I just haven't talked about those movies, and both of them suck. So this year has been bad. This year has sucked. 2023 has been a bad year. Yeah, Mark Dacascos, like even the Crow Stairway to Heaven series, I haven't seen. There's definitely more of his stuff that I would like to check out. With Mark Dacascos, like Only the Strong, I've heard about but haven't seen, and I know he's in many more films that I would like to check out. Yeah, the 2003 series was awesome. Okay, Instinct to Kill. Yeah, I mean, I liked him in John Wick 3, like John Wick Chapter 3. He was great. Uh, yeah, I think he was in some other movies back then, like, yeah, I mentioned, yeah, Drive. I've never seen Drive. Um, I would love to. I want to pick up the movie, or um, I know that was kind of like Rush Hour before Rush Hour, but yeah, I would love to check that out. Well, nowadays I don't run, I jog. All right. I'm gonna have to watch Drive. And I know that as soon as I get done with the Stallone marathon here, I'm gonna get back on more, random stuff, reviews and whatnot. Double Dragon. That I think it's still on Tubi. The best titles and worst titles. The worst, well, I mean, it's hard to say because they're all bad. That at least to me. But I haven't seen the last one. I've only seen The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi, and that's when I tapped out. So I think they're all awful. Okay, I would have to check it out. Is it on Tubi or is it anywhere to? I know it's on Blu-ray. Yeah, I saw The Last Jedi, and that's when I'm like, I'm good. This is enough. I've seen enough, and I'm not watching. I'm done with Star Wars. I was already done with Star Wars after The Fart Awakens, but The Last Jedi was like the cherry on top of that um, piece of crap cake. Okay. As a matter of fact, I did get some Blu-rays today that I'll show off here, but I'm gonna have to look out for that one. Yeah, The Rise of Skywalker. Yeah, yeah, stuff I've heard about that. Yeah, I'm done with Star Wars. I mean, fuck. Again, I've seen The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi, and The Last Jedi was the last straw. Yeah, I mean, Indiana Jones barely did anything. Harrison Ford, I love the guy, but Indiana Jones and this movie was like a lost old man looking for his keys, like his keys, but looking for his peas and carrots. Like an old man in a nursing home looking for his lunch. I love Harrison Ford, but the guy is 9,000 years old. Yeah, I mean, oh, but we have Carl Urban as Johnny Cage. I like Carl Urban, but for me, he's just way too old to play that character. And the 2021 film is nothing to write home about. So great, you make a sequel to a film that you know nobody really cared about. I just certainly didn't care about the film. I mean, if you really think about it, the 21 film, I liked Kano maybe, and the subplot between Scorpion and Sub Zero. That's it. There was no tournament, so and I hated Cole. There you go. A Yoda movie, three lightsaber battles. Yeah, that would have been cool. It would have been better than anything they've done with the recent Star Wars. That's for sure. If Tom Holland is the new Rambo, yeah, I buy that. See, my eye twitched. My eye just twitched at the thought of Tom Holland playing Rambo. Yeah, exactly. The 1995 movie, at least you had characters with personality. You didn't have that in the 21 film. Characters felt very cardboard, like cardboard cutouts of these characters. And even when I saw it, like when I saw the film in the theater, the 21 Mortal Kombat, like it was very dark for some reason. That's what I remember. It was very dark, and I watched it on home at home. At the time, my brother had HBO Max, so I watched it again a month or two later, whenever it came out. So I've seen it. I've seen the film twice, and it's a crappy reboot. Probably the character, the side character of whatever Helena. She's the biggest sin of that movie. Even the Blu-ray was brighter. Yeah, I've seen the film twice, and I think that's one times too many. Or like yeah, I don't know why I saw it again, but I did. Yeah, I mean, perhaps. For one, like I said, when I saw it the first time around, it was dim and dark. And even when I watched it on streaming, and I'm like, it still sucks. Cole still sucks. There's no tournament. And it's just a very mediocre movie. Because, Common Rider, men are losers. Indiana Jones is a loser. Yeah, like I said, I haven't even ranted on that and the Flash. I It's inevitable. It will come at some point. I just can't go so ballistic in this place. But I'm gonna go on for maybe like 10 more minutes here. Exactly. Yeah, that'd be great. Give the 1995 movie a 4K. Hi, Flash. Definitely agree with that. Yeah, I mean they both deserve features. That's for sure. I gotta go with that's tough. Uh, I'll go with Arnold still. I love Van Damme, but I have to give the edge to Arnold. Yeah, I saw this. Yeah, give them. Yeah, they both deserve features. Is that the one you're referring to? Because that's the way the character, you know, like I said, I mean, at some point, I'm going to rant on Indy 5 and The Flash. It's inevitable. I don't have a 4K player. I just have my Blu-ray player. But even then, my Blu-ray player is like, I need to get a new one because in order to like open it up, I have to like tap it. And I don't mean, tap it like, like your woman, but I have to like beat on it for it to open. Yeah, it's not, yeah, I need to get a new one. It's messed up. Yeah. Man, I wouldn't mind getting a 4K player, but my Blu-ray player, it's just like I said, I need to get a new one because I have to like beat it for it to open up. Yeah. Instead of a blow job, it's a blue job. Yeah. Well, I haven't seen Battlefield Earth, but I can imagine that is worse. Driven's awful. Driven is god awful. Well, Driven is bad. It's not the worst film ever. I've seen worse than Driven. I think the Rollerball remake is worse, but Driven's still bad. I don't care about them rebooting the DCU, but that's just me. You got Blue Beetle coming out, and I don't care about Blue Beetle. Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, this Blu-ray player here, it's probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 years old. It's not that old. So I don't know what happened to it. I have never seen that film, Ballistics X versus Sever. I do like the 2000 film with Sly in it. I like the Sly Get Carter, the remake. I think it's solid. I mean, I don't agree with all the hate. Like I've seen worse remakes than Get Carter. I think it's a solid movie. I haven't seen the original, but I like Stallone in it. Like Stallone's good in it. I think Mickey Rourke is, he's good in the film. It's not. I'm not going to sit here and say it's a perfect movie, but it has its own style. But I did like it. I mean, if I give it a out of 10, I'd give it like a 7. That's still like an enjoyable, solid movie. Oh, you saw it when it came out. That's cool. Yeah, like I said, the only thing the DVD that I have of the film crapped out, so I had to finish watching it on my computer. Like I had to rent it on the computer. So I did finish watching it, and Stallone's good in it. Mickey Rourke is good in it. I think the director, you know, brought some style to the movie. Yeah, so I did like it. Uh, Probably Sean Young, I guess. I don't know what the Soup Nazi did. What would be my immediate reaction if they announced Indiana Jones 6? I would throw in the towel. Harrison Ford would turn to dust. That's what would happen. The day that Indiana Jones 6 happens, then unfortunately they would have to dig up Harrison Ford. And I hate to say that, but we don't Indiana Jones 5 sucks. Andy 5 can suck my balls. How about that? And we don't need a 6. I didn't know about that. I I mean I haven't heard anything about that. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, Meet the Parents. I remember watching that on VHS. I didn't see that in the theaters, but yeah, Meet the Parents is a good movie. But 2000, like that year, that was a good year for movies. Because you had Castaway, you had X-Men, you had The Replacements. Even Harrison Ford did a film that year, What Lies Beneath, and that's not a bad film. I like that movie. You know, Such a great year for movies. Nobody talks about the year 2000. Yeah, probably, if I had to guess. My favorite year, my favorite film of 2000. Hey, Alex. Well, let me see here. Um, my favorite film of 2000 would have to be. Oh, man. You know what? For the moment, yeah, Unbreakable is a good one. I would have to go with the first X Men. I have a, there's a soft spot for that movie. Um, I would say that. Yeah, What Lies Beneath, it's a different role for Harrison Ford, and I thought it was a good one. But that's just me. Nurse Betty. I have never seen Nurse Betty, but I have that film somewhere in my collection. Dinosaur. Yeah, exactly. We need to stop bringing back these characters and properties. Yeah, the thing with the X Men around here when our theater opened up that year, um, that was one of the first movies that I saw and at that theater when it opened up. Um, Whenever that film came out, I think it was like in June of that year. If I'm wrong, correct me on that one. I've never seen that film. Yeah, The Sixth Day is a good movie. Yeah, yeah, I do like that film. I mean, it's not my favorite Arnold film, but it's a good one. Yeah, movie gallery. I remember we used to have one down the road here. But I'll do like one or two more questions here, then I'll sign off for now. I wanted to again keep it short tonight. Uh, I got to go with the Replacements. I think that's a better comedy for me. Van Damme or Jackie Chan? I'll go with Van Damme. Yeah, Blessed a Child. I got that over there somewhere. I've never seen it, but I've heard about it. I've never seen Mission Impossible 2. I've never seen it. Van Damme or Jet Li? Well, I'll go with Van Damme because I haven't seen maybe I've only seen like maybe two or three of Jet Li's movies. Where Van Damme I've seen more, so I'll go with Van Damme. Yeah, even Little Nicky, I like that movie. It's not a perfect comedy, but I like that movie. But I'll do one more question here, and then we'll sign off for tonight. I still have to take a shower and all that stuff. So one more. That's tough. Uh, yeah, that's a tough one. I mean, I think Dolph is more underrated, where Van Damme had hits. So it's tough. I still might go with Van Damme on that one, but I love Dolph, and both are great. I mean, there's no wrong answers. So I would say Van Damme, but I think Dolph, deserves it just as much. But thank you to everybody for stopping by. It was a fun stream, and stay tuned for this weekend. I'll get some videos up. But thank you for watching, and have a good night.